Hello and a very good afternoon to you. You're watching Times Now Live. I'm Pratibha. Let's begin with the big story of the day. A shocking free run being given to hate in Hyderabad. Murderous chants of Sar Tan Se Juda echoing in the old city where hate mobs ran riot. Videos show massive police presence, but scant action was taken by the police officials to arrest the kind of incitement that went on in the streets of Hyderabad. So why did the police watch as mute spectators while calls were made for extrajudicial murders, especially since this very police was very swift to arrest the BJP MLA Raja Singh for allegedly insulting the Prophet? Why is this Sar Tan Se Juda hate mob given a free run? Maybe the answer lies in who is leading these mobs. Nasreen Sultana, AIMIM corporator, Mir Sardar Ali, another AIMIM leader, Zaffar Khan, AIMIM corporator, Syed Sohail Quadri, AIMIM corporator. We are calling out all of these names who are said to have led the kind of mobs that ran riot last night in Hyderabad. These are just some of the names leading mobs raising murderous chants. While Asaduddin Owaisi admits that these chants are illegal, he refuses to punish his netas leading these mobs. Listen in to some of them and the kind of chants that went on the streets of Hyderabad late last night.
रसूल की है कि सजा मुस्ताक रसूल की है कि सजा मुस्ताक रसूल की है कि सजा कानून से मिले फांसी की सजा मुस्ताक रसूल से है कि सजा कानून से मिले फांसी रसूल की है कि सजा
Sar Tan Se Juda were the kind of chants that were given out on the streets. In some of the cases, the police officials were present right there but could not take any action because they were outnumbered. Let's show you some of these videos that have shocked the entire country. The protest march that went on the streets, thousands of people who had hit the streets. And of course, we also had police patrol car that was vandalized. So the mob not just gave out these murderous threats, they did not even spare the police officials. Their vehicles were also vandalized by the mob. It's not just that. In several of these cases, we saw the AIMIM leaders also being present there at the spot. Madhav is joining us live with more details on the kind of duplicity that we are seeing in Hyderabad. Madhav, on one hand, the AIMIM asking for action against the BJP MLA. On the other hand, we saw the kind of chants that were given out on the streets, Sar Tan Se Juda chants being given, and no call of action against them, AIMIM not even condemning them.
Well, absolutely. And in fact, while nobody can defend what Raja Singh has said and done, he is a person who has made many controversial statements in the past. So in that sense, the police action, and therefore, after he was taken to a court of law being released on bail, while one may believe, or one is entitled to believe that that is a miscarriage of justice and one can protest against it, the entire point is that can one protest with these kind of slogans? We have seen in the past how, such slogans being used have led to violent incidents taking place in this country. And that certainly is the reason that we are asking a question over here as to whether responsible political parties, these are not fringe elements, these are political parties which have their members of parliament representing their people in the House of Representatives of India, that is of course the Lok Sabha. In such a situation, can we have these leaders of such political parties be chanting such slogans for instant mob justice as is being demanded? That's a very important question, because what's more is that we have seen the shocking pictures of how police were standing by while those slogans were chanted. We have seen how minors have been used, in fact, in such protests. So clearly at some level or the other, what is the message that is being sent out where not one, not two, but multiple such protests happen with such violent slogans are chanted? These are some very, very pertinent questions. And while one may be aggrieved, at the end of the day, we are a constitutional democracy. We are a country where the rule of law prevails. And if we believe in the rule of law, we have to have faith in our courts, in our police, to actually bring individuals who have committed crimes to justice. Otherwise, tomorrow, anybody who's aggrieved will just be demanding mob justice, and that's unfortunately
and mob justice. And we saw the kind of visuals play out late last night as well. Madhav, do stay on with us. We have some breaking news.